In one of my last videos, someone asked me why I quit my project manager job, and honestly, there were a lot of different factors, but there were two big ones. The first one, it just completely consumed my life. I was basically in fight or flight 24/7. Project management is a pretty broad term, but you're usually juggling different projects, managing clients, launches, deadlines, and timelines. And the thing about projects is that there's always something that goes wrong. It doesn't matter if you're working in real estate, consulting, or online businesses, something always goes wrong. And I was expected to be available even late at night and on weekends, which meant that I was never really able to fully switch off. And another thing I found really difficult was this constant made up sense of urgency. And I understand that urgency is essential for progress and growth. And of course, it is very real when you're a doctor and someone's life is on the line. But when it comes to things like launching an online course or hitting a business deadline, realistically, most things are not actually life or death. But when you're inside that stressful bubble, it starts to feel completely normal because everyone around you is operating in the same way. And even the slightest inconvenience suddenly turns into an emergency when it really isn't. For me, it just really got to a point where I felt physically and mentally drained. And I remember thinking, this can't be my life forever. Like, I refuse to believe that this is what life is supposed to feel like. And at that point, I had already done it for 4 years and I knew that I had reached my limit. So I decided to let my ego take a hit. And luckily, I was privileged enough to be able to move back home with my parents for a few months and give myself the space to figure out what I actually wanted to do next. And as you know by now, I decided to move to London and start acupuncture school in 2 months.